Hey, what's going on everybody, Red Light Broadcasting. My name is Koruny, the HR department for Red Light Broadcasting, and here I'm actually giving you tips and tricks on how to get better at Counter-Strike Global Offensive for the Xbox. If you're a PC player, you already know all of these because you've probably played Counter-Strike sometime in the past, but for all the Xbox players, Counter-Strike is a new thing, and unless they played it on PC before they got an Xbox, they won't know anything. So, I'm just going to actually do some examples in this video. I've seen a lot of people spraying, I'm not going to lie, I've seen a lot of people spray, and that gets you nowhere in Counter-Strike. Another thing, if you think it's going to be another Call of Duty, you might as well delete the game or just stop playing, because this game is not Call of Duty, it's nothing like Call of Duty, it's got none of the aspects it basically has. Counter-Strike's always been a competitive game and a fun game for people with clans and scrims, and I've played Counter-Strike ever since Counter-Strike Source came out, and I'm actually here to actually give you guys a bit of leeway into Counter-Strike if you just play it on the Xbox and you've never actually played a Counter-Strike game. Rule number 1, do not spray. Whatever you do, do not spray. If you walk and spray, your bullets will fly everywhere. You will not be able to hit anything, but if you do, you are very lucky. Another thing, always crouch when shooting, because if you don't know, your spread decreases when you crouch, and it's actually a really big help in this game. You don't know how much it is until you actually do it at a wall. See, right now I'm just camping here because I actually have this game on PC as well as Xbox, so some people are probably thinking, why have you bought it on the Xbox then? And I only bought it on the Xbox to give you guys some help with it. And the fact, it's actually pretty cool that Counter-Strike itself is going to the Xbox. But another thing, remember what I said about always crouch when shooting, as there for instance. Never spray. Even when you're crouched or stood still, never spray. You will always lose your bullet way. Because Counter-Strike recoil is kind of this weird thing. If you spray with a gun while crouching, your bullets will start going above your crosshair, and it will go about, I'd say, a foot above your crosshair. So sometimes in this, if you actually see me spray, you see me aim down at their feet, so my bullets will actually end up hitting them in the chest area or the head. And that's what you're supposed to do in Counter-Strike. If you feel like you're really close to that person and you have to spray then aim down. It's probably the best thing you can do, and you are most likely guaranteed a kill unless that guy has a very amazing shot and just pings you in the head once. Because I do get a lot of headshots in this one gameplay, and it's actually my second game on, because the first game was me just adjusting to the controller, because everyone knows I'm not really the best person to be the controller. But as you can see on this bit here, I'm just being cautious because again, I have played on the PC and I do know what people are actually going to do here. And as you see, the bomb is in the A spot, and I'm thinking, they're all there, I'm not going to do anything, I'm going to try and flush them out. At this point I was sound whoring because I knew someone was going to come around the corner. And this is where I actually take out the rest of their team, because there's only 3 left, there's only me left. I just see I'm crouching, aiming down. That doesn't do me any justice. I want to get the hell out of there as soon as possible. And people think this is camping. It's Counter-Strike. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to wait for people. I just see I started aiming down on that guy there, and then I hear a guy behind me. So I end up spinning around, turning around, getting the headshot, getting another headshot by spraying down. That's how you actually aim on Counter-Strike. You are not supposed to move when shooting. Unless you're crouched and you start walking when you're crouched, that's the only way you're actually going to get guaranteed shot to the head, or start spraying and then aiming down. Another thing with Counter-Strike, grenades are extremely helpful in this game. Explosive grenades do hardly any damage anymore. That's another thing. They leave you about 54 health if they hit you in the face. That's why you use them, just to flush people or finish enemies off. The main reason for them grenades is, say you've shot somebody, then they run off and go to their bomb site and start planting. You throw that grenade to either get them 1, low HP, 2, to kill them, or 3, to flush them out to try and get you to kill them. Another thing is the Molotovs. Molotovs are extremely useful if you're a terrorist in this game, because if you plant the bomb and you see them trying to defuse, you throw that Molotov at the bomb and they cannot get to that bomb for about 6 seconds. And that is a very long time in this game, because the bomb actually does explode fairly quickly. And without a defuse kit, you're normally not guaranteed a defuse unless it's right from the beginning. But at this point here, I do get oh no, I don't get killed by a shotgun. It's the next round I actually get killed by a shotgun. Shotguns are very easy to use in this game also, but you will get outplayed by an assault rifle. The flashbangs in this game are the most useful grenades you will ever use in Counter-Strike, no matter what. because you can buy 2 of them at the same time, and because of their effects they actually use on a player. Unlike Call of Duty, where it lasts about 2 seconds, Counter-Strike, it blinds them for a long time and actually makes their vision blurry. So if you feel like someone's camping around a corner or in a bomb site itself, all you need to do is throw a flashbang around the wall and they will probably get disorientated, and that gives you the opportunity to go around and aim and kill them, and eventually in the head. So if you ever feel like you need to get out of a situation that you're getting absolutely drowned on, there's 4 guys running in at you and they're just completely spraying and aiming at you, throw a flashbang, run away, get the hell out of there. If you're a terrorist, you never want to try and take the whole team head on. You're supposed to plan and just wait, because that's all you're supposed to do in Counter-Strike. You're not supposed to try and clutch, ace, quickscope, anything like that. Quickscoping is possible. I will do a guide, but I'm not doing it as of yet because I'm trying to get this out of the way as possible. The Zeus is the taser in this game, which is one of the new guns. Only use it if you plan on having a troll game. If you want to follow someone behind on, say, you're a terrorist, they're counter-terrorists, and you're following them behind them with the Zeus, and they turn around and you just zap them, then I guess that's funny, but sound whoring is a big part of this game as well. If you don't have any headset, I suggest going to pick one up and turn the volume all the way up, because you will hear their footsteps from half the map away on this game, and that is a very big advantage to people that actually have headsets. So take all what I actually say an example. I'm listening to where they're coming from. Unlike there when I got shot by a shotgun, but shotguns aren't really that hard to actually use in this game. And they're not very powerful either, so sound whoring, big part of this game. Flashbangs are the best grenade you'll ever use, and always buy the Desert Eagle. I don't know how many times I have to stress this. If you're good with a Glock, then use a Glock. But the starting pistol for the counter-terrorists is actually 2 hits in the head to kill. Unlike the Glock, which is a burst, you can actually set the Glock to a burst fire. And if you hit somebody directly in the head with that, they will go down instantly. But the burst fire Glock and the Desert Eagle are actually the best guns to actually go with on the first round, which is basically called the pistol round. Main thing with Counter-Strike is, though, you've got to try and play as a team. Randoms will not do very good in this game. That's one thing. If you've got a team that knows what they're doing and actually knows how to play Counter-Strike, you will actually get a lot better in Counter-Strike. Not as a player, but as a team that can actually enter tournaments, because this game itself, like I said in previous, is a tournament-based game. You will not go very far if you're just ramboing around. Try and find yourself a team that actually know what they're doing and do what they want. So, I'm actually going to go over what I've actually covered in this, is the basic aiming style. Always crouch and burst fire. Unless they're in front of you, but spray and aim down. That's the only way you'll actually get guaranteed a kill. I said. But still, grenades. HE grenades only to finish people off, flush them out, or actually find out if they're behind a corner. Flashbangs. Use them to get around places, to get away from places, or to blind them to go in for the plan or the kill. Molotovs. Be a terrorist and throw them on the bomb, so no one can go and defuse it. Only do it if they're doing it. But I hope you all enjoyed the commentary, guys. If it's been helpful, it'd be really, really helpful if you guys leave a like, favorite, comment down below. My name is Koruny. Peace.